Hi, I'm Bill Hinkle, your state representative from the 13th District. Thanks for joining me from our state capitol here in Olympia. So last week was a pivotal one for the legislature as the much anticipated state revenue forecast was released. Now this is a nonpartisan quarterly report that shows how our economy is performing and what it means for tax collections. We learned that our state economic recovery remains fragile due to the slow job growth, high gas prices, a struggling construction industry, we all know that in Kittitas County in particular, and then recent developments in Japan and the Middle East. Now these conditions continue to adversely affect consumer confidence. People just aren't buying. These economic conditions have also caused tax collections to underperform. Revenue that's used for our state basically is down. This means a 2011 to 13 budget's now facing a $5.1 billion shortfall, which is a serious problem. Now, as a member of the House Ways and Means Committee, the primary budget and fiscal committee, I'm in the middle of the budget debate. Now, unfortunately, I'm not really seeing a sense of urgency or a clear plan for the majority party or from the majority party yet. We're still trying to save everybody, as it were, and we need to get into the point of actually making tough decisions instead of this reluctance to make major government reforms that are needed properly to align our spending with the revenue we have. Now this needs to be understood by everybody in our state. We just can't continue to fund programs today that we know we can't afford tomorrow. It makes no sense to reduce the size of programs to levels of complete ineffectiveness. I don't mean to suggest the decisions ahead will be easy, but state lawmakers, they can't turn away from them. This is what we were elected to do. It's what we need to do. It's time for leadership, courage, and bold solutions. This starts with setting priorities. It includes the elimination of certain state programs and major reforms of others. And it must end with a sustainable budget. We must do all of this without raising taxes on families and employers. It can be done if we're willing to break from the status quo here in Olympia. Now the other side of the budget equation is tax collections. In other words, how can we create more revenue without raising taxes? Well, some in Olympia want to continue to blame Wall Street. I've chosen instead to focus on what is within our state's immediate control, the needs of our Main Street employers. We took an important first step with the unemployment insurance reforms that have already been signed into law. And there is a great workers' compensation reform measure out there that has to be passed. Here, hearing now, we're not even going to get a hearing, but it was passed by the Senate. There's 3 other bills that frankly aren't going to solve the problems we have. We have to use this crisis as an opportunity to improve our business climate, to strengthen our economy. If we can get Washington working again, it will alleviate pressures on families, on employers, and local and state governments. And I'm pushing for a slate of bills that would do exactly this. I invite you to contact me if you'd like more details. Well, my time's unfortunately up, and thanks for taking time out of your day to join me today. In my next update, we will be hitting the home stretch of the legislative session, and I hope we'll have good news to report. In the meantime, I encourage you to be a part of the legislative process. Please contact me if I can ever be of assistance. Again, I'm State Representative Bill Hinkle, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.